What's going on, everybody?
Hey there.
It's Pablo,
I'm Laura.
and we're the Sierra State Liquidators, and we are trying to get a video going. This is like the fourth or fifth take. 3 of them were from Laura. Just straight, couldn't stop laughing. We're not even going to talk about it, because she might start up again. I just finally got her to calm down. Maybe.
I don't know. It's not going to be as bad as it was a minute. Like, I was crying. I was laughing so hard.
I think some of it has to be from tired, sleep
the
deprivation.
Sad thing is, it's just like 9:45.
Yeah.
Not even that late.
We're getting to that point. Well, today's conversation that we were thinking about having with you guys was about evolving in what we do in this reselling business.
Yeah.
Of selling on eBay, locally, Facebook, OfferUp, Let Go, Craigslist, Amazon, more eBay than anything, and then Poshmark. Again, our main focus has always really been eBay.
eBay, yeah.
Yeah. So those that are new to our channel, that's kind of what we do. We source from. We don't source from thrift stores quite as much as we used to.
Not as much.
We started off with Goodwill. Goodwill was like 85% of our sourcing was done with Goodwill, and now it was. And this month, February, is going to be 3 years. So like mid, I think February sometime.
I think so. I can't remember exactly the exact date, but
3 years doing it. So yeah, that's kind of where we started off. There's nothing wrong with that. And since then, I would probably equate it to like 5%.
yeah, it's very low. And
Very
whenever we
low.
go, we're very particular, and a lot of times we end up finding something for ourselves or for the house or
Yeah.
something like that instead. But we're very particular now about what we go in there and source.
There's still some really nice thrift stores out there that, I wouldn't mind going to and sourcing a little bit more towards. It's just that I think our focus has kind of changed as to where we're going to start getting our products from now on, and then our future plans that we have that we just actually started today. Today is, what is today? The 8th? The 8th, I think, of February. Yep. And so today we actually started something that we haven't done before, that some of you probably do now, those of you that are been reselling for a while, and some go a little further than others. There's some that buy full-on pallets, and for us, what we did today was we picked from pallets. So there's a particular store nearby where we live that on Thursdays to Saturdays they bring in pallets of goods that were either returns or pull-offs from shelves, things like that, and they allow you to come in, and it's $5 an item. $5 an item. From the pallet, as many as you can take with you, as many as you want. And I found out today, because I got there like maybe 10 after 8 o'clock is when they open. I got there like 10 after, my first time there. Heard about it from a good friend of mine, and he's like, make sure you're there when they open. And he warned me, and I didn't, and it cost me. I wasn't prepared. I stopped and got some coffee, and I stopped and had to get some gas in my car, and next week it's gonna be different. I'm gonna be ready. I can't go tomorrow morning, and Saturdays I still have a traditional 9 to 5 employment, and that's every Saturday. I work at a car dealership locally where we live, and Saturdays are mandatory for everybody. So I can't go on Saturdays. I can easily go Thursdays because I'm off on Thursdays, and Friday mornings I could go because I'm not due until work technically unless I have an appointment, which tomorrow I have a 9 o'clock appointment with a client. So I can't go tomorrow either. So generally speaking, Thursday, Friday mornings would be when I could go. And I like the place. What did you think about it?
Yeah, I liked it a lot. I didn't go this morning with him because if you're new to us, we have a little boy who's almost 3. So I didn't really know what it exactly was like. So I was like, let's just let you go and you check it out. I'll stay home with Javi, and if it's somewhere that we all can go next week, we will. But I just didn't know exactly what it was going to be like. So, taking him, like if it's a ton of people and a lot of chaos and, like intense, I didn't really want him to be there. So, but it turns out, it is pretty intense, I guess, in the morning, but not like aggressive. Like he could go. We just have to be early enough to get a shopping cart to put him in. Yeah. Just because he is 3 and thinks that he can run the world. So we went back a little later today and
what time do you think it was that we went back? 4 o'clock or so?
Yeah.
And they closed like 6. That. I think we were there for an hour, from just before 4 o'clock until right around 5. Got a few more things, and I liked it.
Yeah,
I enjoyed it.
I liked it. It would be neat to go. Maybe we could get a sitter or something to hang out with him, and I could go with him in the morning when they first opened to see what that's like. I think that would be fun. But it was really neat. There was still good stuff there even this afternoon. Yeah.
I can see us going back there for sure. I found some good stuff there in the morning, and then when we went back, that's a tough one to say apparently. When we went back, found some more stuff, and it's some of the stuff already sold.
Yes.
And we'll show you a few things that we picked up. And one of the reasons that we're not going full-blown buying pallets, because we know of another company where you can get pallets and decent price from what I've been told. But we're still doing closet buyouts from estate sales. That's kind of our bread and butter. We get a lot of clothes for really, really inexpensive. When you break it down, the quantity that we have, it makes it next to nothing in each item, which is perfect because some clothing items will be long tail, and that's fine. But there are some really nice gems in these clothes. Now, when we do that, if you guys, again, are new to our channel, we get everything, the good and the bad. We clean out the entire closet, the stains, the rips, the holes, all that stuff. We take it all. Whatever we don't use, we process it at home. So there's stuff we throw away. There's no helping it. There's some clothes that you've been successful at getting stains out. There's others that we just donate, and there's quite a few that we're able to use for resale. And it breaks down to very, very low numbers, which make for very, very large profit. Even if we sell one pair of jeans, let's say for $15, that $15 in the grand scheme of profit margin is humongous because of the fact that we have less than a penny sometimes with some of these buyouts. We'll have a lot less than a penny in some of these things, and so it works for us. But we're always evolving, and that's kind of what we were talking, like what we wanted to talk about tonight was evolving, where we came from, where we are now, where we're looking forward to. You got to always kind of, there's nothing wrong with experimenting. Now, if you don't feel like experimenting and you're comfortable with what you're doing, that's fine. But for us, it seems like every year we think of something different to maybe look into to expand. We have goals in mind, and we're getting closer and closer. And anything that helps us to get to those goals, we're gonna explore. And if it's not good, move along.
Right. And I think like if you know Pablo and I in a personal level, we're very calculated in what we do. We're planners. Like, we dated for a really long time. We got engaged. We were engaged for a couple of years. We got married, and we waited 5 years before we had a baby, right? 4-ish years. A long time. Like we calculate and plan everything that we do. Like that's just our personality. It's just how we are. We are spontaneous to a level, but we also are very calculated in a lot of things that we do. So, by us like doing these closet clean outs, we first started just buying single clothing items to sell, and we're like, oh my gosh, these things actually sell. And then we started doing the closet buyouts, and with these pallets, I feel like that's us being calculated and planning. We're testing the waters. Like, okay, if the things in these pallets that we can purchase individually, if they sell, then we'll know, this type of pallet in the future, if we had the opportunity to buy I'm just gonna like say random, like a car parts pallet or a ink cartridge pallet. Like if we had the opportunity to buy those, we would know like we've done that and it's worked for us in the past, if that makes sense. Like I feel like we're very calculated in our movements. So we're kind of testing the waters right now with this pallet stuff.
Yeah,
instead of just jumping right in.
Yeah, and there's something to be said about that. It is a calculated risk. Anything that we do is calculated risk. Anything's a risk, but we try to make it we try to make a good sound decision on what we're going to do and when we do it. And maybe we will one day go into full out pallets, and maybe we'll buy several pallets at a time. That's not now. Right now, we are looking into it, getting to know the contacts, the people that run these businesses, and it's a process, and it's a process that we don't mind, building a foundation on, because if the better your foundation, you're going to build on solid ground, which is always best. I'm a true believer in that. That a good sound foundation is going to hold up a whole lot better. So, but there are some people that just want to jump full blown into something, with a good wad of capital and just go all out and see what happens. We're not like that, and one of the reasons being is because again we have where I'm still doing the regular 9 to 5, and we want to make sure that when I do leave that what we have here at home is going to continue to be able to cover what I do on a regular basis when I'm not home. And if that's if it's going to be a problem, then we'll know before it actually happens. So we're taking our time looking at the situation, and things are looking good. We just have to continue working at it. This is not anybody that's wanting to get into reselling. This is not a overnight success thing. It's not a flash in the pan thing. I mean, it can be if that's how you play it, but as long as you take it serious and really work at it and study the world of reselling and what it means, you get a lot out of it. But if you play with it like a hobby, then you may not get as much out of it.
Right.
It's a business, and you have to have a business mentality with it, and that's all there is to it. I mean, it's pretty simple.
Agreed.
I think lecture's time over, and let's play a little show and tell of what we got today.
Okay.
I'm pretty excited about what we got today, actually.
What do you want to start with?
You start on your side with the stuff that we bought and is already going out the door tomorrow. They're already paid for and everything. Now, this came from the pallet place today. Okay. 2 different ink cartridges.
This one's magenta.
Mm-hmm.
And this one's black.
Mm-hmm. Now, a little bit of crinkle on the box there. No big deal. I made mention of any kind of imperfections from the box. Again, if you're new to this, eBay does consider the package that these things come in as part of what the person's buying. So be descriptive with even the boxes that the product's coming in, so the person that's buying it understands if there's any flaws to the box itself. So we said that there was a little bit of shelf wear and that there was a little bit of wrinkling in the corners, but it was still factory sealed, never opened. So that's really nice. These do have expiration dates. Be expressive about that. You know, if it's expired, let them know. Some people don't care, and we've sold ink that was expired in the past, and we've gotten great feedback off of it. So no big deal there.
Oops, sorry
there we go.
that.
There we go.
Sorry,
Getting
guys.
violent. But yeah, it's already gone. We paid $5 a piece. We had them on there for. We don't do free shipping ever, so we had it on there competitively priced at like 69.
I don't remember. I thought it was 70 something, but I don't
Maybe
remember.
it was 70. Maybe about $74.99 or so. Anyways, we always have best offers, and we're all about the quick flip, which that I will say did not come easy to me.
It's much easier for me than it is for him.
But I've
You've gotten better.
way better.
That is for sure.
Way better. I would squeeze this stupid stone until it gave me every drop of water I could get out of a stone. But I'm a lot better now. A lot better.
Mm-hmm.
So we took an offer. They were buying multiples. It was $50 a piece, and they paid for the shipping, combined shipping. That's a great day. We spent $10 on those, and we got 100 out of them. So I'm happy with that. And it happened with what?
Oh, like
10 minutes?
10, 15 minutes. of
10,
putting
15
them on.
minutes?
Yeah.
Something like that after we posted it. Boom, gone. So that's a beautiful thing. Total amount spent, I think it was 20 the first time, or the 20 the second time.
Mm-hmm.
And I think 30 the second time.
The first
time. Yeah. Again,
I think you're right.
It's getting late.
That's for
so
everything.
about total $50 for everything. We've already doubled our money with these two guys, and everything else is going to be just pure profit. I mean,
Yeah,
we're already
some of the
we're
things
already
that
in
we
the
bought
profit.
we aren't showing though. So
Yeah, no, we're not going to show everything.
So don't add everything
the-
up and think we're lying to you.
Yeah, exactly. the profits already being made. I mean, we're up double.
Yep.
So good stuff.
This is something that I found whenever we went back. They're called spikers. So you take these to the beach with you and you put it down in the sand, and then you can put your drink in here, and then your drink isn't all like sandy and gross. Any beverage you wish, alcoholic or not. And these are really cute, like peach color, and they have the Georgia state, and it says Georgia on the front. And that's where we live. So I thought they were really cute, and I think that they'll sell locally. I have a box of like 8, I think, and I think all of them are in their little packages except like 2. So we've already put them on Facebook and shared them on our personal page. So
And we haven't put it on eBay just yet.
No.
Which is, the name of Spiker, and then it doesn't have a spike on it.
I know, that's weird, isn't it?
If I'm looking for a spiker, I don't know. That's just me. I guess I would have made it with a point. But maybe that's too much of a liability. It's called a spiker. It should have a spike on it.
I didn't make them. I just bought them to sell.
Yeah.
So the whole box, I have a whole box of them down here. The whole box was $5, and like I said, we have them posted just locally right now. I wanted to do that today because spring break's coming up. People are
Yep.
going on vacations. I know that a lot of schools have like winter break. Like kids get out every other week. So a lot of people go, on vacations and stuff to warmer places. So I wanted to get them up locally, and since they say Georgia on them, thinking that they may sell on there, and then we'll post them on eBay either later tonight or tomorrow in case someone somewhere else wants a Georgia spiker. They're really cute.
If we can average $10 a piece,
Yeah, I think
$80.
Yeah, I think there's 8 in here, so
Yeah,
they're cute.
that'd be good.
Yeah.
Average of $10 a piece. That's $80. That's beautiful.
And they're not like, I don't know what this is called, but it's not it's not like that vinyl, so it won't rub off that
almost
easily.
like etched on there.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. Like, it's something.
Quality.
So, I'm excited. What you got over there? You want me to say something about? What do I got?
Well, let's talk about the clothes. I mean the closet buyout. If you guys haven't seen our last video, we were talking about the buyout, and there were some shoes that the person had, a bunch of shoes actually.
No, not some shoes.
A bunch of shoes.
I've never seen that many shoes in my life.
Some of them were actually in these plastic tote containers. Sterilite containers, it says here on the bottom. I was just messing around. I was like, I wonder if these are worth anything. And I looked up these like shoebox, Sterilite, little totes. And one sold for like $3. I was like, okay, well, we weren't planning on this being even like part of any of our resale type making money type thing, but I'm looking at a stack over there of empty ones because she's already posted a bunch of shoes and processed a bunch of shoes. Some of them were too far gone to really resell.
Yeah.
There's 48 empty containers on the other side of the room over there, and there's still another 15
maybe, something like
that haven't been processed yet. So do the math.
And these things can be used for anything. Like this lady used them for storage, but like I remember whenever I was little and would go on vacation, like my mom or my grandmother would make little like vacation boxes for the car, so it would have like paper or coloring books and crayons and pens and like little like paper dolls and stuff like that. Yeah. So these can be used for anything. So
I think they all have the lids too.
All of them have the lids. If they didn't, I tossed them, I think.
There's some that are like not exactly Sterilite, but there's like just a small handful that are a little different.
And some of them, like if they are an off-brand or don't sell or whatever, like I'm fine with keeping them to store certain things in around here. Like obviously we don't need 50, 60 something of them, but
we have a lot. But it's fun to know that we have potential resell in some of the little containers that we were at first weren't even thinking about reselling. But if we can get $3 a pop for these, we got some good money just in the container. Yeah, locally too. Whenever it gets warmer, if we still have some, we do garage sales too, out of our driveway. And if we have like a good bit of these, we can put those out there, and I don't care if they go for $1 a piece.
Right, I was going to say, at that point, they could make me an offer.
Yeah. The more you buy, the more you buy, the better the deal, I say. Just because we don't really necessarily need as many as we have right now.
Right.
Once we have all the shoes up and sold, we're going to have a lot of these containers left around. So this is just a nice little extra source of possible income that originally wasn't in the plans, but I'll take it. I will take it. Something also from, I'll get the big boy here. Something also that came out of the pallets was, this is off a Ford F-250, diesel or gas. The F-250s come in both, but it's really useful if you have your big trucks with the and you're pulling a trailer. They're very helpful. These extend out. I was really surprised to see the caps on them still, and it doesn't look like it's ever been installed. So it's got the wiring harness. These are in what looks like to be almost new condition.
And we've sold mirrors.
We've done mirrors.
We've sold mirrors before, not for this particular vehicle, but we've sold them before for
great condition. Got some fingerprints.
And it's crazy that was like in that pallet and the mirror isn't smashed.
No, and I found it at the bottom of one of the pallets too, and there's not a crack, there's not a chip, there's not nothing, there's no scratches anywhere.
There was also a set of dishes in one of those, and they weren't broken either.
No.
There was a thing of bowls and plates and cups. It's crazy.
Yeah. So I got up to the register and the people that run it, they go, "Oh, there's the other one." And I was like, "Were you guys looking for this? I mean, did you guys need one? I'll sell it to you." They said somebody else had the other one, the passenger side. This is the driver's side, which I think it's going to be better to try to resell. maybe the driver's side is, to me, I think is more important than the passenger side. I don't know. I could be wrong. But we have sold these before. Came off of a Toyota Tundra and paid $10 for the pair. It was 50% off at a thrift store. Paid $10 for the pair. One sold for $50. The other one we took an offer of $45.
Something like that.
$44.99, something like that. And that's great. Again, almost. With shipping we made around $100. So, excuse me. $10 into $100 again, and we did that with the ink cartridges. So it's really easy to do if you try. This was at the bottom of the pallet again. It's factory sealed. It still has the tape on there that from the factory. It is Flexco Quick Fix pre-assembled. She almost said fix, or she did say fix earlier before we started recording, and now I almost said it. Quick Fit.
With a T.
Pre-assembled heavy-duty steel belt fasteners. It's worth money, and at $5, we're gonna be able to sell it around $40, and it's worth money. So that's why I picked it up. And
sometimes we pick up things and we really have no idea, really what they are.
My favorite thing to say is it's not really my job to know what it's used for. That's the buyer who's buying it. They're supposed to know what it's used for.
Just know that it's worth money.
I need to make sure it's worth money, and that it sells. And boom,
Here we are.
I'll
Prime
take
example.
it. So again, for $5 in the pallet. We picked that up on the second trip. And estate sales. We do talk about estate sales that we do, the clothing buyouts, but I also like getting hard goods from estate sales too. So I got a fabulous deal on these 2 iRobot Roombas. And as you see, it's been charging, so I think the green light might be on. Maybe not. Maybe that's just the light shining down.
Don't press any buttons so it doesn't start trying to clean my face.
And it came with a bunch of accessories, remote control.
Yeah, new brushes.
New battery packs. The little charging base.
And these invisible walls, I guess you can put it up if you don't want it to go in certain rooms or certain spaces, and it will hit the beam, I guess. And
hit the beam and then go back
around
the other way. So we've got 2 of those, all the accessories, bunch of extras, and I paid $50 for all that.
We might be keeping one.
Should I talk about the controversy behind that? Remember when I called you and I was like,
you don't know for sure.
Well,
so we might be keeping one of them if you follow us on Instagram.
I'm telling them anyways. I think they changed the price on me when it was at the holding table. I really do. I don't think I'm crazy. I'm pretty sure it was $45. I'm almost positive. And then when I bought it, it said $50, and the writing even looked different. I'm telling you guys, okay, maybe I sound crazy now, but I'm pretty sure it said $45. Put it in the comments if that's ever happened to you. If you know for a fact, while something was in holding, it was one price and then it turned to something different. But
he didn't really realize this until he was on his way away from there.
I wasn't drinking. I was sober. So, I think it happened. If it's ever happened to you, if you think that someone got you and you didn't realize until later, put in the comment section if what happened to you. Because I think they got me. But still, it's a great deal for 2 of them. They're both working. Can't complain, but they got me for an extra $5. I know they did. Okay, moving on.
Yeah, but
I digress.
We might keep it. We've played with it, and it does a pretty good job. So if you ever run across one and you don't really feel like pushing a vacuum cleaner around or a broom, get yourself one.
This one's heavy. There is, I don't know if they're still doing it. I think they might be completely done now. There was a music store going out of business in the little town that we grew up in, and that we don't live there anymore. But I heard about it I went over there and I talked with the owner, and he said there were certain things that price was not going to be moved on, but there was a bunch that he was negotiable with. So what we got here is a really big foot pedal board for electric guitar, and I don't know if you can see that sticker. He originally had it stickered. Where am I? I don't know. Can you see that? It says 85. Either way, I'm telling you. It had 85 on there. I looked it up. They go for 100 plus in this very condition that it was in. Scuff marks and whatnot. That's fine. I told him, what would you take for it? What can we do? And I was thinking he was going to come at me with like some $60, type stuff. And he's like 35. I put my hand out. Now at that point, the guy's being super reasonable. He's trying to liquidate. He only had a day or two to get stuff gone. And I wasn't going to beat him up. I kind of felt bad in a way, because the guy, he seemed very passionate about being in the music store business, and he just looked very passionate and kind of looked very sad in a way that it wasn't working out the way he had planned. But for what he said I could get it for and what they were going online for, it was a great deal. It didn't have the power cord, but he said it did work. It just didn't have the power cord. Goodwill, picked one of these bad boys up, found basically this is like a computer cord, but it fits perfectly. That's the end. Picked it up for $1 at the Goodwill, and everything just turned on perfectly. So super stoked about that, and we'll probably put it online for about $125 around there, and best offers. We put best offers on everything. So yeah, this also. Did you have anything else?
No, sir.
Okay, I think this is the last one. This also came from the pallet. It's brand new. It's a skateboard. It is from the Reliance Pray For Me skateboard line, and it's brand new. It's still in the seal. Now the seal,
Struggling.
it's got some issues going on, but it's still brand new. It's never had any trucks put on. Trucks are the brace where the wheels actually attach and everything. It's never had any put on, so it's brand new in that sense. And also there's no grip tape or anything on here, so it's fresh. It's never been used. It's never been touched. It's
The back of it looks pretty cool.
Pretty cool. Green, black, little color scheme here. You got the cross. It says Reliance up top. Very cool. And for $5, probably get about 35, 40. And yeah, I liked it. I liked it a lot. So I think the pallet place is going to be somewhere I'll frequent, and we'll get some more stuff out of it. But we're not going to stop going to estate sales because I like it. I like it a lot.
I think that it's one of those things that, like, we aren't completely cutting off Goodwill and thrift stores. We aren't completely cutting off anything. We're just kind of broadening our scope and dipping into some new waters that we've never dipped into before. We either didn't really know about them or just didn't know where to find these places, and so just new ventures.
I think a lot of it here recently is that we've gotten into buying in bulk.
Yeah.
And it seems to be working out well, because the companies that we talk to that we buy from in bulk, they tend to prefer that, because you're not cherry picking through the stuff. You're getting a mass amount. You're taking the good with the bad and everything in between. So I think it's been working out pretty well.
I think that also makes us harder for us to walk into a Goodwill and pay like even $3 if something's half off, like for a shirt or pants or whatever.
Yeah.
I really, whenever we go in Goodwill, I really don't even look at the clothing except athletic attire, because I do still look for some certain athletic brands that I know sell. But he'll go over to the hard goods stuff, and then I hit up the shoes and purses and athletic attire.
Yeah,
and the toy aisle.
The clothing game. I used to pick a few things of clothing, but I've always really been into hard goods. Laura got into the clothing pretty hardcore, and it's been a great mesh of niches. Or has anybody figured out how to say that? It doesn't matter. It's been a good little melding of the two. We still got a bunch of stuff over here. That's why I keep looking at. But it's good. It's just money. Good money. But I think we can wrap it up for tonight.
Yeah.
We
get a little chat.
Yeah, nice little chat.
Hope you guys enjoyed it.
Till next week. A few things. We're hoping to do maybe a ride along or something coming up soon. Maybe do a live show of sorts. We'll see about that.
Like next week at the earliest.
Maybe
Sunday is somebody's birthday. Boop, boop. This guy.
Little cha-ching action.
We got an author.
I don't know why she went British all of a sudden.
I don't know. It just felt like it. It's getting later.
Yeah, as
it's
it gets
now
later,
like 10:20ish.
Slap happy as it gets later.
Yeah. So
I left my phone in the bedroom this time around because last time it was going off. But you actually kept it on vibrate, so that's good.
I did.
I say go with it. See, I know how to let stuff go. Instead of making counter offers, I say, hey, you just go with it.
Bye, Felicia.
And I think that's bye for us too. Thank you guys for stopping in. Like, comment, subscribe, share, come back, hit the little bell button so you get notifications whenever we post up new videos. Thank you guys for stopping in our home that you only get to see the blinds. Maybe we'll show
you the cow.
Oh, the cow. Maybe we'll show you what our eBay inventory room looks like that used to be, or was going to be, my man cave. But
now it's an eBay cave.
It's fine.
A resell cave.
It's okay. Definitely okay. Maybe we'll show you how we organize that stuff down there. And the way she does the clothing is pretty freaking cool, actually, with all the codes and everything that she does. So thank you guys, and see you next time.
Bye.
Later.